All right, what is up, guys? So, I know that when I started this channel, I said I would do kind of a lot of very straight to the point and kind of like matter of fact reviews. So, I guess an unboxing is a little bit out of character for me, but I was actually so excited about this gun that I'm just like, okay, I have to film the unboxing. I have to do it. So, I'm super stoked about this. This is my first GBBR. I have never fielded a GBBR. I've never done anything like that. I really kind of get the concept of how it works and the general maintenance and everything because I've been around the block, but I've never used one myself or owned one. So this is super exciting. This is the WeTech M16A3 GBBR, and we are going to be unboxing it. I got this from evike.com. So let's take a look at everything that we kind of have on the table here, and then we'll look at the gun itself. I have gone through, full disclosure, I kind of cracked the box a little bit, took some packaging out, snipped some zip ties, but I haven't touched the gun at all. So everything that you see as I kind of get it in my hands is going to be an authentic first look at this replica. So first things first, we'll take a look at some of the ancillary bits here. I have the Matrix, which I believe is actually Evike's brand. This is their propane adapter. There are better quality ones that you can get. The Mad Bull one I know is kind of like one of the OG Airsoft Innovations. I think did the actual very first one, but they're no longer around. So you can find those. They are full metal and a little bit higher quality. This one is just kind of the one that I was able to grab in stock off Evike. It is their, almost dropped it. It is their polymer propane adapter. I really don't know if the difference in quality is going to matter over the course of months or years, or if it's really just a matter of, when you have this thing in your bag, how well is it going to stand up to just being jostled around, or if the actual gas or the pressure is an issue. But this should definitely be enough to get us started here. I also have the evike.com silicone oil. So you would use that with the adapter to kind of get some additional lubrication into the gas. I'm not going to do that, at least to start off, because I've actually read, so I was doing some research leading up to this purchase, that adding silicone oil to the actual gas is the least ideal method of lubrication, because if you think about what the hop-up does, the hop-up relies entirely on friction to function in terms of the physics and how the hop-up actually works. So if it's not getting that friction backspin on that BB, it's not going to be able to function optimally. So I'm actually not going to be using this. It did come with the adapter as a little bundle deal, but I'm not going to be using it. I'm going to be just lubricating the gun and cleaning it as you should with a GBBR after every single skirmish or every chance that I get where it makes sense to do so. All right, now we're going to take a look at the magazines here. So they are, right off the bat, that's heavy. That's got some heft to it. That's definitely kind of has the weight of a fully loaded Stanag mag here. They are full metal magazines. They feel great in the hand. Out of all the magazines that I've owned, I would say immediately, right off the bat, this is Tokyo Marui quality. I have the Tokyo Marui mags for the Recoil Shock series. Check out my last video for more about that. But yeah, high quality in the hand. That feels really good. Oh, I'm excited. And then that's where your green gas or propane would go on the bottom there. These are 30-round mags. So for those of you that are thinking of making the switch over to a GBBR, that is something that you have to consider is ammo capacity, because they do not make mid caps for GBBRs. It just functionally doesn't work getting the gas in there and all the mags. There is, for the WeTech series, a little device where it's, like you have the two mags attached together for a quick reload. So they do make something like that, where it holds about, I think, 99 rounds, if I remember correctly off the top of my head. And then the gas for that as well. So it's in that configuration. It's got faux rounds that sit on top of the second magazine here, so it looks like you're using a real mag, but it would only feed out of the one, if that makes sense. I'll link to that down in the description below. I don't know how functional it is. It's not something that I wanted to do, because those mags are $100 a pop, which is another consideration about GBBRs, is that these magazines are expensive. So these ones that I ended up purchasing are about $40 a pop. The gun comes with one, I hope. No, it does come with one, and I have an additional 4 here, so I'm going to be carrying 5 magazines in total. We'll see how that goes. Maybe I might end up running a full 7, but again, we'll see, because weight is also a consideration when you're carrying these magazines. All right, now here we go. This is kind of what we've all been waiting for here. We have the actual gun itself. You'll have to excuse me, I just have this little tiny table here in our spare room to film on. But you can pretty clearly see everything. I hope I've gone over it a couple times. So we'll see. Once I get to editing, we'll see what this all looks like. But irregardless, let's take a look. Let's crack it open here. All right. So yeah, we have the upper and lower receivers. They come in 2 separate parts here. So some assembly is required. It's not quite IKEA status here. Take a look at this. We have our magazine. Let's get it out of that bubble wrap. There was probably a more elegant way to do that, but oh well. Yeah, this is the same exact that I would have received with the other boxes that we looked at earlier here. Although it's kind of weird because the magazine that it comes with, the plate on the bottom here has a little bit of play to it, but I didn't notice that with the other magazines, and it doesn't feel quite as high quality here. It might just be that this one's a lot warmer and I felt cold metal in my hand on the other one, but no, it's definitely, this might be an older gen magazine that ships with the gun. I'm not quite sure. If you know anything about it, if you're a GBBR owner or a WeTech owner, go ahead and drop a comment down below and let me know if the aftermarket magazines that you got, which mine are still WeTech, they're still WeTech brand, but if the extra magazines that you got are the same manufacturer as the magazine that came with the gun. We got here, we have our manual. I love airsoft manuals because they're always so poorly translated. Let's take a look here. Okay, yeah, we have pretty standard overview of all the external parts here. Some basic instructions here on how to fill your magazines. Not too bad. Not too bad on the English to, I don't know what language that is. If that's Mandarin or Taiwanese, I actually don't know. Forgive me for not being more cultured on that. Or politically correct. But okay, so we have, yeah, just some general instructions on operation here. Nothing too crazy. Complete breakdown, which for, again, a GBBR, there aren't as many parts as you would have with an AEG. For a lot of AEGs, I know the joke is that you need an advanced engineering degree to take apart an AEG and put it back together, and they're so inconsistent from AEG to AEG. However, with the GBBR, it's a lot more in line with what you would get when you're working with a real firearm, which is there's just not as many parts and tiny screws and little springs that you're dealing with. Still a fair amount. Still not something you want to jump into blind, but a little bit less complex, at least on its surface, than an AEG. And then there's just some information here about how to adjust the sights. And oh, this is what I was really looking forward to, our safety warnings here. This is one of the better ones. Do not shoot at child or animal, and avoid a rough operation. So just keep that in mind. Don't operate roughly. Make condition serious, injure, or death. See, that's the kind of stuff I was looking for. All right, moving on here, we have. Ooh, is this? What is this? I don't know. Oh, is this a little speed loader? Oh, that's cute. Does it load? It's a 15-round speed loader here. So you put the BBs in there, and then I guess just push the plunger here, and then it loads it into the mags. It's a shame that it's not 30 rounds, considering all the WeTech magazines hold 30 rounds. So I don't know why they wouldn't just elongate that a little bit, give us the full 30 rounds. Maybe it was too difficult to get them all in there if they did the whole 30 all in one go. Maybe it was too rough on the springs, I don't know, but 15-round speed loader, that's nice. I did order a speed loader separately. I don't think we need to unbox that, though. It's not like the fancy Odin Innovations one. It's just an old school speed loader. And then we have a little tool here, all wrapped up in plastic, and a little Allen wrench. I assume these are for disassembly. Again, you guys probably know right off the bat more than I do. I will figure out what it's for, I'm sure, as I go to break this thing down, and I'm like, oh shit, that's what this tool is for. But if you know, just, again, go ahead, drop a comment down below, let me know. And then I think this little Allen key here might actually be for the hop-up, because I know the hop-up adjustment on these is a little bit tricky, and you do have to kind of take down the gun at least into its current state here to adjust the hop-up, which is a bit of a nuisance. But all right, here we go, the piece de resistance here. Here's our lower receiver and our stock. Oh, that is nice. Very nice. It's in semi right now. I'm not going to flip the selector switch here because, again, I am kind of new to the GBBR game, so I don't want to go pushing buttons when it's broken down like this, not knowing what I may or may not break. We have our buttstock here. It's got, the compartment does function. I was wondering whether or not, because we have no need for batteries here, if they would actually have the cleaning kit compartment here on the back, if that would actually function, and it does. So we can use that for, I guess, whatever. I might actually put cleaning supplies in there for it, since I will be bringing this to Gun Gamers Overture, and if I like how it goes there, I will bring it to Milsom West Mount Ball Car in September as well. So that may actually prove to be very useful over the course of those 12-hour days for the Gun Gamers Overture and the 48 hours for Battle for Mount Ball Car. We have our trigger assembly in there, bolt catch. Very nice. It feels very, very nice in the hand. And one of the nice things about the WeTech series is that they are mil-spec, so this will actually accept real furniture from an AR pattern rifle. So I can get a real M16A3 or A2 style furniture here and go ahead and bolt that on, and it should go on with little to no modification. I know a lot of people are super into the Vietnam series, the A1s, and they do go ahead and buy A1 furniture for their WeTech M16s. So that's really cool. All right, moving on. We have our upper receiver here. Oh, that has got some heft to it. That's where all the weight is. It's here on the upper. I'm stuck on my front sight post. All right. And you know what it probably is? It's probably that bolt weighs a lot. And we do have it there. There's our bolt, charging handle. Again, the upper receiver feels great. This furniture, I was very skeptical, because anytime I've gotten an airsoft replica with the A2 style front handguard here, it feels like hot garbage. It creaks, it feels plastic. This feels very nice. We have our front sling mount here. I'll probably run a 2-point sling on this, at least for now. Oh, this is nice. And it is marked on the front, on the outer barrel here, with the appropriate trademarks at the 5.56 NATO. Very nice. There are no other trademarks on this gun. Just as not really a warning here. It doesn't really make that much of a difference, because I'm probably going to paint it anyway. But if you're into that sort of thing, there are no trades on this gun, with the exception of what's engraved into the barrel here. Carry handle feels great. This feels awesome. All right, let's go ahead and put it together. I'll see how the whole thing feels. All right, so we have our fully assembled WeTech M16A3 here. Went together very smoothly. It just comes in 2 halves, so you just have to slide the upper into the lower and then pop the 2 pins into place. One thing I did notice right off the bat is that they are captive pins, which is great, because those are really easy to lose. And for those of you that have ever lost the pins on an upper-lower receiver, or on a receiver for an AR pattern rifle, you know that that's kind of a pain, and that captive pins are very much appreciated here. But overall, so far, very impressed with the look and feel of the gun, how it goes together. Nice stiff safety on there. Semi and full click right into place. So now the next step, which I won't show in this video, but we're going to go ahead, get it gassed up, chrono it, and then we'll take it out to the field and we'll do a full review of it. So thank you guys for unboxing this gun with me. Soon, I'm not going to say when, but soon, you can also expect to see a review of the VFC M27 IAR, and we're also going to take a look at the VFC the LCT, not VFC, LCT AKGO4. So thank you. Make sure that you guys hit that like and subscribe button. Do the thing with the bell. I don't really know what that does, but apparently it's good for me. So go ahead and do that. And thank you guys for joining. If you like this kind of content, stay tuned. We're going to have more coming soon. Thanks.